Hey, welcome to Two Guys Garage. Now, every town has an awesome car scene. Today, we're gonna highlight the one in Denver, Colorado. But not just the car scene, the truck scene as well. And the guys that make the trucks blister down the quarter mile. We're gonna go to ATS Diesel and show you some cool upgrades on some awesome trucks. Stay right here, it's Two Guys Garage. All right, welcome to the Rock and Roll Car Show. Here at 6,000 plus feet, Vandermeer Speedway, we're starved for air, choking for it. So a lot of guys like to do everything they can to get as much air in the motor as possible. You're gonna see a lot of fast-paced action, a lot of burnouts, a lot of cool stuff. Now let's go check out some of the other rides. You know, there's just something unmistakably cool about old school metal. Even if it is too wide to be on the road. It's a 1960 Ford Ranch wagon. They actually made a deal, all right? So this year they came out, it was too wide, it's 84.5 inches. They made a deal for the following year to shorten it up a little bit to 83.5 inches to get it on the road and make it legal. But you have to appreciate it. It's just awesome. Then you flop over here to a 51, 52 business coupe. Small block 350, see this kind of build a lot. And then just when you think you've seen enough of the old school metal, how about this? A 55 Merc with some 56 trim, top is channeled, the headlight bezels, the different grills. It all turns out to be cool, old school metal rolling in the rock. Talking some Colorado Camaros, none cleaner than this one right here. An LS1, magnet charger, but just take a look at all the detail that went into it. He saved all the stainless on the front of the car and the back of the car. Look at the door handles. Ken Diggett design, can't get much better than this right here. The only thing is, can it apply that power to the asphalt? I bet this thing can do some wicked burnout. Speaking of burnout, let's go see some. I love a car show that allows people to do burnouts in anything, including an Econoline 350. Really? Bucks, congratulations. You are victorious in the burnout competition. First time we've ever seen a semi light them up like that. Nice work, great job. Grudge run. You gotta like calling somebody out and be able to race them no matter what kind of car they drive. Whether it's a new Pontiac with the LS3 stuffed under the hood, a 75 Camaro, or the sleeper, a big thumper, a nasty turbo with a low 8-second Nova. I got $3, man. You wanna line them up? You want some of that $3? Let's do that. You'd take that all day. I'll just give it to you now. I don't want nothing. Talk about crazy car builds. A 1974 Nissan Skyline, right-handed drive. You never see these in this country, and you'll never see one go this fast. This car is nuts. So maybe a muscle car is not your thing. You're not into the bold lines, the loud noise of a V8. Maybe you like luxury. Say, I don't know, a 93 SC300, Lexus, 8-way adjustable seat. That's not a normal Lexus. You just got smacked by an SUV. Pretty fast SUV. That's what Grudge Run's all about. I'm looking for a good Grudge Run. Hey, who's got the fastest truck? Where's the fastest truck at around here? Right there. You got the fastest truck here, huh? That's what they say. Tell me a little bit about it, sir. Nice to meet you. What do you got? Let's go over here and check it out.
2005 Dodge, 1 ton with 5.9 Cummins.
What do you run?
1080s, 1090.
Ooh, 1080s to you know what? I got a Camaro, runs about the same. What do you say you take your big old snorting diesel, I line up my Camaro, and me and you go mano a mano, a little grudge run.
Let's do it.
Let's do it? All right. I think we got us a race. Man, now that truck was fast, you gotta admit, right? Especially at 10,000 feet. We say when we come back, we go to ATS, find out what the heck they do to make those trucks go so fast. This shop is unbelievable. All right, I'm at ATS Diesel. Hunting from my man Clint Cannon. He owns this place. Premier shop when it comes to upgrading turbos, transmissions, converters, and so forth. They say it's, yeah, here he is right here. Hey, Clint.
Yo, what's up, Willie? See you, bro.
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
All right, so tell me what's going on here, man.
Well, just running through a purple tranny, making sure everything's cool.
What's your fascination with purple, man?
You know, purple just came up a couple years ago, like about 20 years ago. Liked it, it was different, so we stuck with it.
All right, now tell me a little bit about this. Rumor has it some crazy cornflake at ATS Diesel offers a 500,000-mile warranty on their transmissions.
Yeah,
Good
you know,
Lord,
that
look at
kind of
this
came
thing.
up from, with all the components we build, you know, the billet shafts, the big heavy-duty clutch packs, the 5-star converter, you know, big billet converter. Everything is just designed to not wear out. So we just extended it 5 years, 500,000 miles. You know, it didn't really hurt us any, so we just extended it.
Well, if you could back that up, then you know you got a good product. So tell me a little bit about this thing, man. What makes this thing tick?
You actually kind of hit the nail on the head there. You know, the hardcore heat, that's one of the first things we battle in the tranny.
Always.
And with the converter and the clutch packs and the electronics that we add to the tranny itself, it keeps line pressure up, increases cooler flow, so you don't get the heat. You know, these trannies under full load, they might run 140 to 180 degrees, pulling 10, 15,000 pounds. So then you get the big clutch packs, get the line pressure up, make sure you have the shafts to handle the torque, and you have a tranny that just works.
And all of them run through the, obviously, the dyno here on the test?
Yeah, that's a real key feature. They're computer tested, run through the full heat cycle. They run for about 45 minutes. Then we're going to drain the oil out of it, and we're going to get it up in the truck.
And everything is done in-house, right?
Everything's manufactured here. We cut our clutches, we build our shafts, we got a full machine shop upstairs. I mean, these are not just off-the-shelf parts. These are parts we've designed, we build, we manufacture. We put them into the boxes, we ship them out to our customers.
Dude, this just looks like my cereal bowl.
Cereal bowl that holds 5 gallons of ATF, baby, right there.
I told you I was hungry.
Yeah, let's get this thing in the truck.
Clint, I gotta love the fact I'm here 5 minutes and you got me working. Right out of the gate, man. Look, 6 spokes? No, not the case. And the purple one, 12 of them.
Yeah, we decided to double them up. Gives it twice the ability to hold the torque.
Makes it a lot stronger, that's for sure. Purple beast going in the big Mopar. Yeah, that one's good, man.
One deal with the Mopar.
Uh-oh, I got blood, bro. I got blood.
All right, you must be doing something right. So I got the last clip on over here.
Got this thing, we'll put some oil in it. Now let's get to the fun part, turbos.
Sweet, charges.
Okay, so that gets that one snug. Bro, I gotta tell you.
It's all good.
Yeah, you would never believe there's twins in here, man. I'm telling you what. A couple big twin turbos. This is the Aurora 7500. It's actually an 80mm turbo. Big boy in there, man.
Telling you, the towing guys love this turbo. Keeps EGTs down, response is good, it still maintains the factory exhaust brake. You know, it also makes a little bit of power too. You fuel it up, these things will support almost 1,000 horsepower.
Now emissions, I noticed you have a mass air sensor here, so everything as far as emission-wise, bolted in, ready to go.
You know, a big thing with EGTs is for every degree that you lower intake air temperatures, you lower your exhaust gas temperature by 1.5 degrees. As you feed that in the turbo, then you're already ahead of the game.
Right, cold air.
So
less
I think
heat, more power, bro. We'll show you more after the break.
Now, your suspension and your steering components are one of the #1 safety items on your car, so you want to make sure when you're replacing parts, you use quality components. Now check out this Moog construction. So you've got, you know, a grease cap on the top, It's going to make sure you've got, capturing the grease on the inside, keep the dirt on the outside. Now you're going to look for a one-piece forged construction, a knurled edge so it binds and fits into the component that it's mating to real nice. And you can see the ball joint here, you've got grease transfer slots. That's going to allow the grease from the underside to work its way and lubricate the top side of that ball. And what's neat is if we pop this guy apart, you can see some of the construction. You got a Zerk fitting, so you can always feed and put new grease in there and service the part, which is nice. A lot of the OE parts don't have that. Now we've got a Belleville washer here. That's going to make sure you've got the right tension on that lower part of your bearing. And this is your gusher bearing, which obviously rides on the lower part of the ball. And this is neat. This is a powdered metal construction technology, and it's got micropores in there that actually let the grease feed through and feed the part, push out the old dirt and debris. And you can see the same material here in the sleeve. If I push on this plunger, pretty neat stuff. You can see that lubrication working right through the part to make sure you lubricate the bottom half of that ball joint. Great construction from Moog. Check them out for any of your suspension steering parts, and you can pick them up at Federated Auto Parts.
Now, you know we've been out at the Rock and Roll Car Show and see some trucks do some amazing ETs on the drag strip. Now we got it all laid out for you to see in all of its glory. Clint Cannon, owner ATS Diesel. Now, I will say in real world application, a lot of the problems you guys have already solved, whether it's AR ratio, whether it's compressor surge, all those sort of things you guys have done your homework on and put together a kit here that's basically bolt on, it's ready to go.
That's just one of the nice things about building this stuff and doing this stuff for 20 years. We kind of figured out what works and what doesn't. You only have so much room to work with here.
There's a battery, there's AC stuff back here.
You have the emission stuff here. This is kind of a tight envelope. So making everything fit, and then of course with the compounding aspect of it, all that air is coming in, the intake where it's cold, and the cold air equates to the low EGTs.
Right.
It comes through the big compressor. That big compressor feeds the small turbo, and it actually forces the compressor. So guess what happens? Both of these turbochargers just slow down. They run at half speed. And when they run at half speed, all of a sudden you don't have a turbocharger that's going to blow up at 100,000 miles. It goes forever.
I mean, half
forever.
Speed, half the friction, half the heat.
You get all the efficiency. Again, low EGTs. I mean, the towing guys just love these kits.
Okay, so box, intake, turbo, mid pipes, all this comes together in all this kit.
All of it, every bit of it. Even the little computer module that actually controls the actuation of the bottom charger.
Okay,
all of a sudden,
the VGT
that bottom
down
charger
here
kind of gets out of the way, right?
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, we have our guys from Thoroughbred Diesel, right? They come all the way out here, why would they come all the way out here to have you install a turbo and a transmission?
As we're running a special from now until the end of 2013, if you drive your vehicle here, we'll do the transmission installation totally free, no labor. That's a $1,200 savings. So, and we really offer that because we want to be in front of our customer. We want to talk to our customer. If they can get here, our technicians install it. We make sure everything's good. You get the full labor warranty, and it's 5 years.
I wonder why somebody from Kentucky would drive all the way out to Colorado for it. All right, so what does that thing do on the dyno?
This thing will do about 650 horse, and we're talking torque numbers of about 1,300 foot-pounds. Stock injectors.
Okay.
And again, it's a towing setup. If you really want to fuel it up, this turbo will support about 1,000 horsepower.
All right, man. So bolt-on kit straight from ATS Diesel. Great stuff, man. Appreciate you showing it to us.
Thanks, bro.
Cool.
A quick break and we're back at the drag strip with some cool cars, turbo trucks, and the guys that can teach you to build all of it. We'll visit with some instructors from Lincoln Technical Institute.
This segment of Two Guys Garage is brought to you by CarAncestry.com. Create your free virtual garage at CarAncestry.com.
Fast cars, fast trucks, 1,320 feet of pavement. We're at Vandermeer Speedway. We're talking old school hot rods. Back in the day, a parent was having a problem with a kid keeping up their grades. How about this as a carrot at the end of the stick? A 63 Nova. This sits in the garage unless you get your grades up. Talk about a D student to an A student in a snap. So you're sitting there on your couch thinking, I wish I could build something like that. Or maybe you know how. Maybe somebody showed you along the way. Well, whether it's motor, paint, suspension, diesel, our friends at Lincoln Tech do just that every single day.
The piston ring pliers are in there. Just take them off, tape them together, put them in your toolbox. You look at the torque sequence, start at the big number, work your way back. We're going to have a gasket in here that requires quite a bit of pressure on it.
I don't care how big of a hammer you got, it ain't coming out. Got 5 guys in one shop right now. They're working on 50, 60, and 70-liter engines. So big stuff. We get students who have no experience at all to ones that work in the field.
This is going to be measured OD, and it's going to tell you how thick the wall is on it.
It's not at true bottom dead center. You have a very little window at bottom dead center for that thing to come out. So if it pushes up and it stops, just rotate the engine a little tiny bit.
Okay.
If you do not get the right gasket and it happens to fit, you could have overheating issues, you could have all kinds of things going wrong.
The course is, as is with most courses here, is a 1-month-long course in what we call a phase.
Now you're scratching your head going, what's the problem here? Save the old one until the new one is on.
There's a lot of information that they have to absorb in a short amount of time.
We've got 2 other diesel engines classes. This is the construction and operation, and we have a diesel fuel and tune-up class where they're going to actually just make sure that everything works properly, and they learn how to do some tests on them. We have brand new engines down there that are 2012s. You know, we're learning on as new stuff as they can.
We take everybody from the beginning stages of welding all the way through D11 code welding, API and ASME code welding. API has to do with the oil refinery business and the pipeline, and ASME code TIG welding, which is 2-inch heavy wall pipe, which is nuclear grade piping. So they get everything from building trailers here all the way through high pressure piping.
Most guys want to go into the industry. Some want to open their own shops and their own businesses. And there is a business class here that they have the ability to be able to take to prepare them for running their own business.
So Lincoln Tech, car lover's dream, or a future car lover's dream, you can learn to do all this type stuff, where they murder a Mustang out, from the carbon fiber valance, the supercharger, every detail, tail light, lens, you name it, has been blacked out. And the list of upgrades, now that's the real nightmare, writing all these checks. Hope you enjoyed the Colorado car scene. Got some great rides, some fun activities, and some cool hot rods. When we come back, more fun stuff for you on Two Guys Garage. Hang out. Woo!
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show, check out speed.com or visit TwoGuysGarage.com.
Hey, welcome back. Now, Willie, I heard that was an awesome event out there in Denver.
It was, man. It's insane. I started that at a strip mall with a handful of cars, and now it's packed. And you saw how fast that dually was running, 10.4s at altitude.
At altitude, dude, that's crazy. That thing is running faster than most cars are at sea level.
Yeah, and think of the weight of that thing. Nuts, man.
You know what, though? I don't remember getting an invite.
You're always invited.
All right. Well, hey, man, speaking of cool cars and a lot of fun, we got some great product for you. Today we're going to start out with Ultra Lube. This professional grade, bio-based lubrication, as you can see, a system for everything you need.
Yeah, man, they have any application you could ever want, and it being biodegradable and it being a bio-based, it's already 4 times the lubricity of like a petroleum-based oil.
Yeah, and because of that bio-based oil, it's got a higher viscosity. It's going to thin out less, you know, under harsh wear, under impacts. Under
bearings and stuff like that, a lot of heat.
Great for high-speed applications, excellent for wear, good properties.
A lot of friction-reducing capabilities as well, and it's biodegradable.
Yeah, and what's nice is it's grown right here in America. It's renewable. It's a premium product. It's going to be up there right with your synthetic lubrications. So anywhere you need, from even tapping fluid, little quick lubrication, your gear oil, you packing your bearings, they got you covered. That's Ultra Lube, professional grade, bio-based lubrication.
All right, now we got you another product from Schumacher Electric. Now this is pretty cool. It's part of their Pro Series. It's a DSR charger. Now, if you think about it, it's got all the power as one of those old school portable wheel sort of chargers in a little compact unit, and it does it all.
Yeah, this is great because it's got everything from a voltmeter. So right now we're looking at percentage of charge. So we're charging an AGM battery here. I can flip through and I can look at volts. So I'm 12.5, and if I start the car and I'm running it, it'll actually look at percentage of alternator, which right now we don't have an alternator connected, so I'm at 0. So it's got a lot of functionality built right in.
And not to mention, you could pick a standard battery, a glass mat battery like we have here, the gel cell batteries. So you pick your battery that you want to charge because a lot of them require different types of charging.
Yeah, and over here you pick out what you want to do, whether you want a 2 amp trickle charge, 15 to 40 amp full on charge, or whether you want a 125 amp engine start. This dude has it all. Heavy duty, it's their Pro Series DSR. You can pick it up at Federated Auto Parts.
All right, next up from LMC Truck, the LED license plate bolts. How cool are these little things, Kev? Check it out, an LED light actually in the bolt. So you can use it for your license plate, roll pans, map lights, anything like that.
Yeah, well, it's neat because the light comes out at a 90-degree angle. So you can fasten the bolts in, the light comes down, shines on your license plate. And if you check out the drive mechanism here, it's a specialty drive, so no one can come along and just unscrew it and take your license plate.
Right,
You know?
just don't lose this.
Great way to clean up the back of your car or find a little accent light somewhere.
Yeah, cool little light, cool little feature from LMC Truck from the 40s up to now, especially for your old Chevys, your old Fords, and even your new Dodges.
Yeah, your 90s and up on the Dodges, so check them out. 30,000 parts, get your free catalog, or check them out online. All right, next up from Gorilla Tools, it's the Find It socket labels.
Yeah, it doesn't get much easier than this. It's tools to help find tools. You just stick it on here. It's oil resistant. They come in metric and standard. Simple.
Yeah, what's really great is you can find your tools real easy, especially when you're reaching around in a box to try to grab something while you're working on something else.
Yeah, it's really fun to put the wrong labels on sockets and trick some of your buds.
Yeah, make sure it's your buddy's sockets and not yours. You'll go crazy. All right, let's Gorilla Tools. It's the Find It socket labels.
Yeah, and hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing some of the Colorado car scene, some of those fast trucks they're doing at ATS Diesel, some of the great things they're doing at Lincoln Tech.
Yeah, thanks to both of you guys for sponsoring the event.
Yeah.
We're out of time, so we'll see you guys next time.